What's up guys, it's Natural here and welcome back to another Transfer Society video. And so what's been going on in the transfer dealings this week? Well, Coutinho, Van Dijk and Bale all put in transfer requests because they all want to go to, two wants to go to Barcelona and one wants to go to one wants to go to Liverpool. Now, let's start with Van Dijk. Van Dijk, well, he is not happy at Southampton because he thinks Southampton sell their best players every summer. They have a new manager this season and he feels the club's ambitions are not to where he wants to be. So that's why he wants to go to Liverpool. Liverpool have linked with Van Dijk all summer. Chelsea and also Manchester City have also been linked with him. So I feel like Liverpool are in pole position. I think he wants to go to Liverpool. I think he will go to Liverpool. But this one's really difficult because Van Dijk has pretty much just put the club on strike. He doesn't want to be there. I think he will go to Woodley Sam to go to Liverpool for 60 million. And I think Liverpool, if they want to try for the title this season, they need a really good centre back. I think Van Dijk will give them that option. Also, one Liverpool player looks like going to Liverpool. Looks like one's going to go out of Liverpool. And it's going to be Coutinho. Coutinho looks like he's put on a transfer request. He wants to go to Barcelona as a replacement for Neymar. I don't think he's the ideal replacement for Neymar. I think he'd be like playing like a midfield this season because I think Barcelona will be changing their system this year. I also think this one is more tricky than Van Dijk. Van Dijk 100% wants to leave, but I think Coutinho, he can stay at Liverpool. They're in the Champions League. They have a way better chance of finding the title than other than Southampton. But this is Brazil. He's a Brazilian international. He's always a good mate for probably Neymar. Neymar's obviously he's always called Neymar saying you're going to do all. You're going to be a great club, Barcelona. The fans will love you. You're going to win titles and win Champions Leagues. So I understand why Coutinho wants to go to Barcelona. It's also Barcelona's one of the biggest clubs in the world. I think he will go to Barcelona, but this one's more tricky than Van Dijk. The third one is Dembele, who's been linked with move to Barcelona. Like I said last Transfer Society video, I said that he will go to Barcelona. Now I'm not so certain about this one because I think he's more likely to stay at Dortmund for one more season than go to Barcelona. It's definitely like Coutinho. I think Dortmund this year definitely have a way better chance of fighting for the title than Liverpool in the Premier League. I think Dortmund's team, Bayern Munich team doesn't fill me with confidence, but Dortmund I think will be a really good season this year, and Dembele and Aubameyang have a really good relationship. So I think he might stay at Dortmund for one more season. I don't think he will stay at Dortmund for the long haul. He will have one more season. Just like Liverpool did with Luis Suarez and Man United did with Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think that he probably stay for one more season, but he could easily go to Barcelona this season. And the other two players that have been moved out to clubs, Andre Gray, who's left Burnley for a club record fee to join Watford. Now this one, I have no idea why the hell Burnley was selling. Why would you sell your best player, essentially your second best player last season, behind Michael Keane, who's now at Everton, to a rival club for relegation? You might as well just hand Burnley the R beside your name right now because that's what they've done. They've just given, they have strengthened a relegation team in Watford and pretty much just dampen their season. I just find that bizarre beyond belief. I can't believe Newcastle didn't buy him, but I really think that's a fantastic sign for Watford, and I think that's probably saying that probably keeps them up. But for Burnley to get rid of their second stop, probably their only player who's keeping them up for goals this season and last season, I'm really surprised by Burnley selling him big time. But Burnley have 18.5 million to spend on players. They've plenty more than that. They've more than that. This is because of selling Michael Keane for around 30 million. So they have money, Burnley, but I don't think Sean Dyche would spend it in terms of go buy a £20 million player. I don't think he would do that. He'd more like try and build a team to keep in the league. But I'm really surprised that Andre Gray left Burnley. I think Watford, fantastic signing, probably signing that keeps him in the league. And one more signing was Wesley Sneijder has left, is a free agent now that he's terminated his contract at Galatasaray, and he's at Nice. Really good signing, really good signing. I'm really surprised he went to Nice because Nice, I know they're in the Champions League playoff and they will be the one that they're in the Champions League, so that means Wesley Sneijder and all these things. But I'm really surprised he was linked with so many clubs. He was linked with an MLS team. So I'm surprised Nice got him, but you got Balotelli and now he's good mate Snyder, like the word Inter Milan. It's going to be interesting how he does there. I think he'll do really well there. But is this going to be the signing that will get Nice the championship in Ligue 1? Don't think so, because Monaco and PSG, you include Marseille and Lyon in this, are spending money. They haven't really spent anyone. So, by the way, that's a really good sign for Wesley Sneijder and for Nice to get a player of his calibre. Good signing. Now we on to top 5 transfer rumours. Number 1 is Gareth Bale, who's linked with Manchester United this week. Now we're hearing that Jose Mourinho is now in that interest. He doesn't want to go. Gareth Bale doesn't want to leave Real Madrid. Manchester United probably do want to sign him, but it looks like that two parties not going to go. Gareth Bale wants to stay at Real Madrid, and I think for his career, I think he needs to leave, because just like Neymar, he's in the shadow of Ronaldo, but I feel like he will stay there for one more season. Number 2 is Diego Costa, who literally has no future at Chelsea. Has to go and find our club. Atletico Madrid, AC Milan, so many other clubs looking for him. He will not be there at Chelsea this season. Number 3, Carlos Bacca, who's not going to move to AC Milan, and he's meant to move out of AC Milan. His old club Sevilla are looking at him because they need a striker. I think he will go to Sevilla. That one looks like a done deal. Danny Rose, and this one's been interesting. He's number 4 in this list. Danny Rose is not happy at Tottenham. His mate Kyle Walker left Tottenham to go to Manchester City. He's on way bigger wages than him. I think we're talking about 130 he's getting, Kyle Walker, in wages. Danny Rose is only getting 56,000. So I understand why he's angry about the whole, but I'm really surprised he came out and talked about it in a newspaper article and say, I'm not happy at the wages and all that stuff. It's different. You're not happy about you want to leave the club. To say that the club is not run the way you want it, that's not good. And I feel like Danny Rose, I know he came out and apologised, but for me, Tottenham, they always do a great job of selling players for big fees, but they're not good is bringing players to replace those players. I do think Danny Rose for me will stay at Tottenham. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'd be a little bit shocked if he did leave Tottenham to go to another club. And last one, number 5, is Lucas from Paris Saint-Germain. He's been linked with move back to his old club Santos this summer. Also, Arsenal looking at him as or Sanchez in like a swap deal plus I think 25 million. Sanchez can go to PSG. Arsenal get Lucas. What's what I'm hearing. I feel that will happen. I don't think Lucas will be at PSG because PSG needs to have players because they got Neymar in. I think Lucas will not be at Paris Saint-Germain this summer. That looks like he's going to find our club. So guys, that's the end of the Transfer Society for this episode. Put in the comments down below what you guys think of the summer so far. Do you think some clubs have been interesting and some clubs have been terrible? Or do you think is big transfer stories just about to happen? Put in the comments down below. I really like your input. Please like, subscribe, the outro. Peace out.